Who? Oh yeah, of course. Right. Okay, so let's start off with what the chain rule is. So yesterday we did the product rule and the quotient rule. So the last rule to do is the chain rule. And the chain rule is dy dx equals dy du dx. And I could do the proof, but I think I'll leave the proof. It's not quite like the other two proofs I did, and in fact you can kind of see why it's true already, because you can think about these as cancelling. So you get back dy dx then. So I won't do the proof for this one. I think it's kind of obvious. So how do we use this rule? So this is called the chain rule. It's a bit different to the other rules, because we use the chain rule when we have a function and another function inside a function. So here we have x squared inside sine x. Okay? This is different to sine x multiply x squared. That's not the same thing. You know that. You can see they're different. What rule would I need here?
Sure. Oh no, product rule.
Product rule, yeah. And that's not what we have today. We have problems like this. Okay. So there's two ways to do it. I'll show you both ways. So the kind of longer way to do it is you start off by saying let u equal what's on the inside, which is x squared. So then we'll get now y equals sine u. And we can differentiate both of these. So here du dx equals 2x, yeah, and then dy du equals cos u. So if we go back to the formula we had at the start, we can get our answer, that dy dx equals dy du multiplied by du dx. So I can get my answer, dy dx equals du dx multiplied by dy du, which equals 2x multiplied cos u. We should replace the u at the end though, so we get 2x cos x squared. I'll do another example, or yeah, I'll do another one. Can I scroll down? Not quite yet. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, so here's another example. Let's say you have y equals e power, let's say e power sine x. So we start off by saying let u equals sine x. So that means y equals e power u. So that means dy du equals eu, and du dx equals cos x. So our answer, dy dx equals du dx, dy du equals cos x times eu. So that would equal eu, which is sine x, times cos x. So that would be the answer then. Let me give you one to try, then I want to show you the other way of doing it. Okay, continue, yeah. So, you got that? You sure? Yeah. If I said y equals 2x plus 1 power 10, what's the inside part here? 2x plus 1, yeah. Okay, try this one. Finished it? Yeah? Okay. So here we say let u equal 2x plus 1. So we have y equals u power 10. So that means dy du equals 10 u power 9, and du dx equals 2. So dy dx will equal du dx times dy du, which will equal 2 times 10 u9, which will equal 20, 2x plus 1 power 10. No. Now I said there's another way to do this one, because I show students both ways, since half the people like it this way and half people will like it the other way. So if we go back to our example with y equals sine x squared. So there is a quick way to do it. In fact, you can do it in one line. What you need to do it this way is you need to say see which part is the inside and then which part is the outside. And the rule is you differentiate the outside first, so sine would become cos, and you would get cos x squared. and then you multiply by the inside's derivative, which is 2x. And that will be the answer then. So what was the second example I gave you? E power sine x. What's the inside function here? Sine x. And the outside is e. So we differentiate the outside, so derivative of e is still e. And then we multiply by the inside derivative. So we get the same answer. Y equals 2x plus 1 power 10. So what is the inside function here?
2x plus 1.
And the outside?
Something to the
power 10, yeah. So differentiate power 10. That's 10 power 9. If you differentiate power 10, you know, like x10, 10x9. And then we multiply by the inside derivative, which is 2. So we get the same answer again. You can do it whichever way you want in the exam. Okay, can I scroll down? Yeah. Okay, try this one for me. So what rules do you need here? Yep. Finished? Yeah? Finished? Yeah. So we need which rule first? Product rule. So that's 1 e sine x plus x, and now we need the derivative of e sine x. So what I did was first derivative of x, keep e sine x the same, then keep x the same, and then derivative of e sine x, which I just did a minute ago, is e sine x cos x. Okay, try this one for me now. Let's say sine x squared over x. finished it?
Yeah.
So which rule do I need first? Quotient rule, yeah. So, oops. It will be the bottom squared, the bottom times derivative of the top, which is sine, nope, it is not, which is cos x squared multiplied by 2x, yeah, minus the top times derivative of the bottom, which is 1 then. Yeah. So we don't have to, but I should clean this a little bit. It'll be 2x squared cos x squared minus sine x squared all over x squared. Yeah. Okay. One more example. Go down. Okay. Set difficulty to maximum. There. Finished? This is the most difficult because it has all three rules in it. The good thing is in the exam they don't usually do this. In the exam they keep it to 2 rules. I've never seen a question that needs 3 rules in it. Okay, so which rule do I need first? Good, quotient rule. So space. The bottom squared. The bottom times derivative of the top. The top is a product, so it'll be ex sine x cubed plus ex, and now the derivative of sine x cubed, which is a chain rule. Yep, cos x cubed 3x squared, okay, minus the top times derivative of the bottom, which is 1. So 1 there if you want. You don't have to clean this up. I'll clean it up a little bit. This will be ex sine x cubed plus 3x cubed EX cos x cubed minus EX sin x cubed all over x squared. Yeah, you could take EX out if you wanted to. But anyways, we can just leave it like that. And the only other thing which I'm not doing, but I think it's kind of not necessary for me to do, is sometimes in the exam they ask you then to put in a point. Something like this. You just need to put this number in at the end. Degrees are radians.
This one?
Radians, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at the book. I think that's really it. Chain rule. I have some mad questions in this. Question 1 you can do, of course, but just so you know, it's more like number 2 what you get in the exam, because in number 2 you would need the chain rule plus a product rule or a quotient rule, whereas in number 1 it's just practice using the chain rule. Okay, can you try these for a few minutes then? Tutorial tomorrow, isn't it? No, 2 hours tomorrow? Or 1 hour tomorrow? 2. So we'll do a tutorial tomorrow. You have some statistics questions, and I can do some product, quotient, and chain rule questions as well. Okay, so if you can just work on these for a few minutes.